Hi, my name is James Nagy with SERVPRO of Alexander, Caldwell, Burke, and Catawba counties. With Hurricane Florence around the corner, it's important that we begin the preparation process. And while many of you have probably already started that process, it's important to make sure you've covered the basics. So today I'm here to talk to you about some items you absolutely need to have in your preparation kit. Now, the first thing you're going to want is food and water. Now, the rule of thumb for water is 1 gallon per person per day for a minimum of 3 days. Now, if you have at least 3 people in your home, that's going to equate to about 9 gallons of water. Now, as far as food, most of our diets consist of food that requires refrigeration. This means when the power goes out, that food is going to spoil. That's why it's important to get non-perishable items. That's going to include canned meat, that's going to include crackers, peanut butter, basically anything that's shelf-stable. In addition to those 2 items, there's a few other items you're probably going to want. One such item is a poncho. Now, you might have an umbrella, but with heavy winds, it's more than likely that your umbrella is going to be destroyed or just unusable. And that's where the poncho comes in. And these are relatively cheap. We got ours at Walmart for about $5, so you can go to most stores and find one of these. And this is very essential if you're going out in the rain. Now, most of us rely on phones for our day-to-day activities, but when the power goes out, that kind of puts those plans into peril. And that's where one of these devices comes in handy. This is a power bank, which actually will charge your phone when there's no power. You'll actually charge this separately, and when you're ready to charge your phone, you'll plug a USB cable into this, and it'll charge your phone. This particular device only cost us about $5, but it'll charge our phone at least 1.5 times. Now, the amount of charges you'll get depends on the device and what kind of phone you have, but there are certainly higher end power banks, but this one, again, if you just need a quick charge, it's really cheap. It's about $5, and you can get them at almost any store. So we have our cell phones, but what do we do when there's no more service? Well, when that happens, we use our battery-powered radios. These will allow us to get important updates, will allow us to keep up with the news, and really keep us informed with what's going on with the hurricane. So these are, like I said, battery powered, and you can get them, again, at almost any store. And it doesn't matter the quality, it doesn't matter the size or the strength, as long as you have one that'll function. And in fact, a battery powered TV is a nice alternative if you have one of those. Now, when the power goes out and you want to see, most people will use either flashlights or candles, both of which are viable options. However, a great alternative is one of these battery powered lanterns. Now, this one in particular uses an LED light, which means I never have to replace the bulb. It uses 4 D batteries and it lasts 30 to 70 hours depending on the setting it's set to. Now, this one in particular was actually about $30, and you can find them at Walmart, Target, or a similar store. And if you don't find them in the flashlight section, which is usually where you can find them, check the camping section, which is another good place to find them. Another great tool to have is your own fire extinguisher. Now, you want to keep this in an accessible place, make sure it's filled, and when you discharge it, make sure it's aimed at the base of the flame. Now, even if we didn't have a hurricane coming, I would definitely recommend you get one of these because they are an absolute essential for home safety. Now, last but certainly not least, you're going to want a first aid kit. Now, in addition to bandages and band-aids, you're also going to want sterilizing cream, you're also going to want antiseptics, any important medications that you need. Basically, you want to have all your bases covered. And this kit should, again, be easily accessible for anybody in the home to get to. Now, I hope that was helpful for you, and if you haven't already, I hope you'll begin the preparation process. And remember that SERVPRO of Alexander, Caldwell, Burke, and Catawba counties is here to help you with your fire, water, and in this case, storm damages. Thank you, and stay safe.